All right, good morning, guys. Thank you for joining me last minute for this motivation to get our Friday started, but also to kind of set our minds for the new year. We all joined iMarkets Live to either supplement income, create a new career, or just try something new because you saw the potential in it. This video, this session, this webinar, it's kind of just make sure, kind of purpose is to make sure that your mindset is growing with you at all times. Because honestly, you cap yourself on the money if your mind isn't there. So I just want to play this video and then we'll go back to what we're talking about.
But somewhere along the line, changed.
Can y'all hear that? Let me switch over.
We can hear it. We can't see anything.
Okay. I'm going to do it like this. Better?
Perfect.
You stop being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame. Like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You see a nobody who's gonna hit as hard as life. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you got to go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said, or something. And you don't know. Even after you figure it out, who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to hustle in your gut. Ain't nobody going to say no. Like you earn it, you can be what you want to see and do what you want to do. Now, if you know what you're worth, then why do you get what you're worth? You got to be willing to take the hit. And not what you think you're saying. You ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Okay. So I pretty much chose this because this is kind of where we currently are in our lives, in our careers, in the businesses that we're starting. The one thing that I want to really focus on is he said, if you know your worth, then go out and get what you're worth. So the first step for all of us should be to analyze ourselves, to see why we're even doing iMarkets Live, to see why we're even going to a 9-to-5, why we're working out, why we're doing anything in life. And if whatever you come down to doesn't serve a purpose to your ultimate goal, you need to learn how to cut that out your life because it's a distraction. And we go through life with so many distractions that we honestly can't tell the difference anymore. And I want you all to remember at all times that you should be doing a self-analysis to make sure that every move you make has a purpose, has an end goal. And with that, you can guarantee that you're going to always move forward. But if you slack, if you allow somebody else to create this safety net for you where you're not pushing yourself, you're not uncomfortable, you're not problem solving, you're missing out on living. And out of anything I can tell y'all on a daily basis, the most important thing would be to do it for yourself, to do it for your own personal goals, and only allow, whether it's a team, family, friends, relationships, only allow those entities to complement what you're already doing. They should not change who you are. They should not change the way you think about things. Does that make sense? Like it should, if anything, it should give you an outside opinion to show you something you may have overlooked. But if that makes you, if whatever they're telling you rubs you the wrong way, and you look into it a little bit deeper and understand that, well, I don't really like that. Go with your gut. Go with your instinct.
Absolutely.
Take what they give you.
Always trust your intuition. Always trust your intuition about anything in business. If it doesn't feel right in your gut, don't do it. Go with what you believe and what you value.
Exactly. Because if you do that, lady, I don't know what you said.
Oh, because Cece, because she's so outspoken and stuff, I told her to trust her intuition on her holiday card.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I haven't even read it yet. That's so dope. We think
So,
alike?
I want you all to always remember that if you're doing something that doesn't align with your intuition, align with your gut, you may have temporary happiness, you may have temporary success, but it's going to eat away at you because that's not natural to you. And you should only be doing things that are natural to you. Now, before I move on to the second part of this, do we have any questions? Do you want to, say something that's on your heart? How do you feel about this video, this quote, anything? We're all good?
Yep.
Okay. Now, because I need you all to have an understanding that no matter what we're doing, in order for you to improve, you have to learn the game of whatever it is. We all chose to do iMarkets Live, and with iMarkets Live, it is a multi-level marketing company whose product is education. And it's very important for you to realize that multi-level marketing has a negative connotation to many people. It's not your job to convince them that it's a great thing, it's a great opportunity. If they miss the boat, they miss the boat. But eventually they'll realize that the richest people in America are multi-level marketers. You don't have to convince them. You just join the richest people in America. Let them stay wherever they are. But while you're introducing this to people, I wanted to give you a little bit more insight, a little bit help with, I guess, explaining how the 2 and free work. This is a tool that you can find under IML Train. I'm going to let this video run, and then we'll come back around and I'll talk to you about the key points of it. Any questions?
No, ma'am. We're good to go.
Okay.
Hey guys, Brandon Boyd here, a top leader at iMarkets Live. I want to show you how the 2 and free works. This is a phenomenal program, and it works different from a customer that does an IPO. So I'm going to show you how it works, how the dates work with the calendar and all that. So if I'm a customer, every customer has a referral link. So it'd be like your username.imarketlive.com. So you can actually share that. One of the first goals is to help customers actually get their subscription for free, which means they can use all the products and services. So for example, if I share this with 2 customers, as long as those customers are active in any given month, I can actually have a free subscription, which means that my credit card or debit card will not be charged. So here's how it works. Let's say that I joined January 9th. The January 9th, I became a customer. By February 8th of the following month, let's say that I had shared and enrolled 2 customers who are still active, okay, on the platinum package. And the reason why that I say maybe the 8th instead of the 9th is because if you try and sign up by the 9th, meaning on the 9th, your subscription would have already processed by then. So what I tell people is you can get a full 30 days, but you want to make sure that to be safe, I would have them enrolled by the 7th or 8th in this example. So again, if I join January 9th, my goal is to actually have those 2 customers signed up and enrolled by the 7th or 8th, because if my charge is going to go through on the 9th, all right, then I want to make sure I've already got that taken care of, because it's going to process on the 9th, okay? Now, if I'm an independent business owner, we go back here, that's going to be different, because as you know, if we go back here to the compensation plan, mine's not going to be free. IBOs, no matter if you're a Chairman 500, still get charged the monthly subscription. It's just they're reimbursed by the rank. So if I have 3 personal enrollments, all right, and 2 of my customers, one's an IBO, and they're all in the platinum package, the company is going to award me as a platinum 150, which means they're going to pay me $150 per month, which helps offset the monthly fee. So the difference between an IBO and a customer is that a customer is actually enrolling 2, not 3. And so that's why I personally tell people the first goal is to become a customer. Number 1 is keep us legally compliant, enroll people as a customer, because without customers, you have no company. It's like selling, having Coca-Cola vending machines without any Coca-Cola and just selling the machines. All right. So you have 2 customers, that gives them access to free products. They're happy. So you're getting it like 33% sooner, all right, than an IBO platinum member. So that way now they have all those products for free. Then the next goal, of course, is to enroll a 3rd person, become an IBO if you want, build a network and all those kind of things. So again, just as a quick review, if I'm a customer and I enroll January 9th, my goal is that by February 8th that I have my 2 active platinum customers enrolled by that time. Not the 9th, because I'm going to get charged on the 9th. I want it by the 8th, all right? Same thing goes if I'm an IBO. If I want to have my 3 platinum customers, but the difference is that I'm still going to get charged my $145 and $15 or whatever fee that you're on, okay? I'm still going to get charged regardless, even if I'm making $500,000 a month, the company will still charge me the month, okay? But it gets reimbursed through the commission. So the difference between the customer and IBO is that the customer's credit card and or debit card is not charged if you have 2 active platinum paying customers, okay, within that given calendar month. So guys, this is how the 2 and free works. I hope you like it. If you like it, click like, tag it, share it with others. We'll see you guys at the top.
Okay. So I showed you guys that because I keep hearing a little bit of confusion when we're talking about 2 and free, or when we're talking to customers, or when we're having events and things like that. And I was hoping that we would be able to have a little bit of clarity, at least among us, so that that there's a certain way you should be presenting this so that they better understand. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you, when you're talking to a customer, I don't want you to use the word sell. That turns people off. You see how he used the word share? If I share this with 2 other people, you have to switch your terminology in order to really benefit from this 2 and free. You want to share the product, show the potential, but you're not selling it because you don't want whomever you're talking to take it the wrong way, as if you're, I don't know, getting paid off of them, or, you're pushing a product. Does that make sense?
Yeah, completely. You don't want them to think we're trying to, scam them into buying something that's not going to benefit them. When all in all, we're just trying to get them educated on a market that they previously couldn't even get into in general. And I mean, everything, you have to pay for an education. That's really all we're trying to do. We're trying to let them know you're paying for an education initially, but once you share it, that now this education becomes free and you can use it at your will, so.
Exactly. So the feeling that you invoke by using share versus sell is completely different. Also, I don't know, the way everyone was raised, but typically I grew up wanting to go to a HBCU, one, because I'm named Whitley after a different world, and a different world was set at a HBCU, right? So I'm thinking in my head, I want to go to a HBCU. When you're talking about colleges and universities, what are we all trying to get? We're all trying to get scholarships, right? Or grants for free education. This product that we are introducing is education. Why not talk about it as if you were talking about a university or a college? Hey, I would like to share this opportunity to you to learn about the foreign exchange market. If you introduce this to 2 people and they enroll, you get a scholarship. You no longer have to pay for your education. People are used to that. People hear it all the time. You're going to get a different result. But if you push it as a sell, if you push it as a product, if you push it the way multi-level marketing is, I guess, set up, you're going to have negative results. Any questions with that so far?
No, I love how you put that. I didn't even think about, like, you know, phrasing it in that sense. But that makes complete sense. And I think it'll definitely, like, get that negative thought out of people's minds about what we're really trying to offer them.
Right. So I want you all to always try to figure out how to relate this to the person you're introducing. This is education. It is online. So maybe it relates more to Phoenix or UMUC or whatever online school exists, right? Talk to them as if it's that. You can learn at your own time. You can learn at your own pace. We already tell them that the results are based off of how they use it. Just make sure that they understand, just as if you were telling them, hey, you should go to Phoenix. That there's still an opportunity for them to earn a scholarship or a grant just by introducing this to someone else. Don't sell the product. Like, invite them to the education. And then on top of that, like I started the whole webinar with the motivational speech because these are the things you can use to improve yourself, your business, your career. Whenever you're dealing with a new opportunity and whenever you're trying to introduce it to someone, just like the video said, you're going to get knocked down. It's going to knock you out. It's how you recuperate and how you come back from that makes a difference. You're going to tell 20 people about this and only one gets it. That just tells you I need to revamp my strategy. I need to talk about it a little bit differently. You know, because we're not doing anything wrong. We're actually inviting them to money. You know what I mean? We're helping them learn a new tool that can free their life. And if it's phrased a different way, you know, from selling to a product to actual education and tuition and grants, I guarantee you'll have a better result. So I just wanted to take this moment this morning to kind of just open your minds up to switching from network marketing, multi-level marketing, selling a product, to sharing an opportunity, because that's ultimately what we're trying to do. We're trying to share an opportunity. And people aren't afraid of that, because if you're sharing something, oh, you're being nice. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to share whatever you have with me. So they're a little bit more open to that. Now, as far as the opportunity, remember, you can't save them all. But at least you invited them, introduced it to them, and you did your part. Now don't burn any bridges. If they don't respond the way you want them to, that's fine. That's cool. You can just keep their number filed away, check in on them every once in a while, because people's lives change, their minds change, things happen in life, and this may become a need at a later time. You never know. Don't lose that person to somebody else just because you fell out of touch with them. And then also don't make it seem like the only reason you were ever in touch with them was to sell them a product. You may need that person at one point in time. It may not be for IML, it may not be for trading, but you may need them. But they may have a nasty taste in your mouth because once they told you no, you walked away from them. Build the relationships, network them, or network with them. And they'll come back around in some fashion. It may not be for this, but it may be for something else you're trying to do. So, guys, I just wanted to have this moment with you all, you know, just open our minds, have the conversation, and just get us on track for 2018 to do better. You know, we've learned our lessons. We've been doing this for a couple of months. Now we know what doesn't work, and we also know what does work. So let's build off of what we know does work. Any questions, any comments, any conversations you want to have?
Dope per usual, Whitley, is what you are.
Thank you, Cece.
Good job, Whitley. I agree with all of it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, definitely fantastic. Appreciate the great insight.
Thank you.